Started day right. Let's go. Just pop me a Red Bull energy drink. Now I'm ready to create, but my memory blank. I broke the wood in my pocket, now I'm smelling a dank. And to make it all worse, I knocked over my drink. Goddamn, cause the shit get worse. I was trying to make a song where a nigga ain't cursed, but I fucked that up cause the shit gets worse. Try to call the weed man, but his phone ain't work. Damn, nigga ain't felt this low in a while. Phone finna die, who the fuck can I dial? I'm good when I'm sober, it better my style. But fuck it, it's nothing, I still hold it down. It's crazy that niggas will pray for a shot, didn't miss it at point blank range. That's why I practice from further than average, cause up close, bitch, I got dead shot aim. I'm always to blame, they ignore my pain. They wonder why a nigga gotta think this way. Wonder why a nigga so quiet, cause they never understand me when I plead my case. Wonder why a nigga so cool with doing the shit that I do and the risks that I take. Wonder why a nigga got guns, I mean so many guns. If we want, we can run this state. Bitch, cause y'all never gave us a time of day. Never thought it'd be a time to pay. Y'all thought we came all this way to further let you bitches play in our face.
100 Mob in the building. That was King Renzo representing Little Rock, Arkansas. You know what I'm saying? You already know what time it is, man. Y'all go follow him. Y'all go ahead on show love. Y'all go ahead on hop on board. You already know we gonna community tab the song. We gonna drop the link. Y'all already know what it is. You already know what it is. Get your mind right. You know what I'm talking about? Nah. Want to talk about this whole YSL situation. You know what I mean? Pee Wee came home. You understand what I'm talking about? Young Thug has reportedly been, you know, complying with them people, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like this, man. A lot of people feel a type of way about it, and a lot of people trying to get Pee Wee to say that Young Thug ratted on him. You know, so you can't make a nigga say that somebody ratted on him that don't want to say that somebody ratted on him, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now, we heard it for ourselves, you know what I'm saying? So we don't need nobody to stand behind nothing, you know what I mean? Young Thug definitely, you know what I mean, altered his situation in the streets with this one, you know what I'm saying? And it's like this. It could be taken as him trying to help Pee Wee out. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to wiggle him out of the situation, but Rollo not going for it. You know what I'm saying? And now they going back and forth up over the net. So now this is really starting to really take, you know what I mean, surface in Atlanta in a way where, you know, this is going to get deep, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's only going to get, you know what I mean, way deeper than what it is because of the simple fact that the players that was back then slanging that and the players back then that was actually active are out now. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Woody. We're talking about Pee Wee. We talking about all of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You gotta think about it, man. You know what I mean? Young Thug can't really say nothing about this situation and these clips that's going on because it's nothing to really, you know, you can't come back from this, bro. You know what I'm saying? You did way too much talking. You were acting way too cool. YSL Mondo, one of the co-founders, he won't hide it, and he never was hiding it. You know what I'm saying? And he trying to point out the fact that Young Thug actually said, you know, Roscoe name, you know what I mean? Pee Wee Roscoe name in there plenty of times. So it's like YSL Woody basically trying to play the middle ground and trying to take the high road because of the simple fact that he actually is making money and actually made a name and got his own lane to make money off of him even being considered a rat. You see what I'm saying? That's how all the attention even got up on YSL Woody, you know what I mean, other than him being funny in the courtroom and stuff like that. So he on some let's just take care of your kids, let's just move forward type stuff, but it's not that simple, man. You know what I mean? This is the streets of Atlanta we're talking about. We're talking about something shaky that's soon to happen that's bigger than this. You know what I'm saying? When they say that, you know, Atlanta had a rat, you see what I'm saying? I don't think they were talking about Rich Homie Quan now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people saying that Thug told. Now, me, it could be taken as him trying to wiggle his, you know, homeboy out of this situation, but you should have never brought him up. And that's what a lot of people saying. So now that he back home and he's saying that you didn't do this and do that, it really don't hold no weight. You know what I'm saying? Because we hearing what you saying. We hearing how cool you is with the police. We hearing how, you know, much you're volunteering information. So like I said, We can only go by what we heard and what we see. So it's no way he gonna come back home and say, "Oh, he didn't do nothing but be silent and this and that." I mean, how do you explain him even bringing you up in the first place? You know what I'm saying? You just got done doing a whole 10 McNugget. You know what I'm saying? Behind this, you see what I'm saying? And how and it's the same charge. So it's like, how can you not say that, you know what I mean, you know, he kept it solid, you know what I mean? I mean, he did everything he could to try to calm them people or whatever the case may be. But like I said, you wasn't supposed to say nothing at all, a lot of people felt like. You know what I mean? And they only matching up the lyrics that you put out and the lifestyle that you put out and all that. So it is what it is with niggas, man. I mean, if you think people is gonna come out here and it's just gonna be good, it's not gonna be that way, bro. You really gotta really show your paperwork, cause a lot of people saying that he owed Gunna an apology. You know what I'm saying? Charleston White being one of them. So it's like he probably do, because in this whole situation we didn't hear Gunna say not one name. You know what I'm saying? So you know, Young Thug and Rollo could go back and forth all they want. We already know what the streets deem Rollo as, no matter how much they try to argue back and forth. And now it's almost like Young Thug about to have the same jacket. It's like this new generation of rappers and what's going on right now is crazy, man. And they expose themselves throughout time. Now, Young Thug feels like they didn't play his interrogation footage in the courtroom because it would have helped his, you know what I mean, co-defendant. You see what I'm saying? And it would have helped him. And, you know, we can only just say that it may have and it may have not been. We can't say for sure. And that's all I can say about the situation, man. Y'all got to let me know, am I right or wrong? Because it's like Rollo and Young Thug going back and forth about something that it shouldn't even matter at this point. You know, both of y'all are in a situation where people are saying that y'all cooperated and y'all complied. You know what I mean? Which is two different things, but it still relates to each other. So people can't let y'all ride. And that's all I'm saying, you know. So all the bull jive got to get put aside, man, under some, you know, point. With that being said, man, it's the 100 Mob. Y'all drop them comments, bro. Because like I said, right now in Atlanta, I mean, it's the only nigga looking, you know, solid is YF and Lucci throughout this whole thing, you know. And that's just real talk. And I got to call it like the fans call it. I got to call it how I see it as well. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, Rollo is posting stuff up on Pee Wee and saying, you know what I mean, this is his paperwork, this and that. So it's like they saying he done told. You see what I mean? So it's like, bro, I ain't got time to be playing no games. And I don't even think Rollo even posting paperwork on him. He just posting his to further show that he not, I guess. You know what I mean? Or however that go. But like I said, it serves no purpose after you done already had that jacket put up on your name. So like I said, nigga, it's the 100 Mob. You already know what time it is, man. Y'all drop them comments, bro. It's getting hot out there in Atlanta, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't got nothing to do with weather. It got a lot to do with niggas cutting deals, man. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. I think niggas should have just came home and been silent, dog. And all this when it came out, including Rollo.